Metro Cebu's role as a creative hub is to preserve, encompass, and broaden the industries from arts and cultural festivities that make up Metro Cebu. A creative hub on a small scale is a place that brings creative people together. However, on a metro scale, each city is considered as an individual that brings creativity. Cities have roles that range from industrial, trade routes, entry points, and capitals of industries ranging from furniture to infrastructural materials.
The International Metropolitan Fellowship Austronesia Chapter and Cebu Leads Foundation Incorporated organized the MetroHackathon, a simulated brain shop and capacity building for fellows and its partners to further develop and transform the metropolitan discipline in Metro Cebu. Idea Hackathon are normally where like-minded people come together to hack innovative ideas and build realistic tech solutions.
Focus group discussions on 5 thematic agendas were held to understand the importance of these considerations. What do we want to be in 30 years' time? Are institutions able to perform these objectives and address these challenges? And finally, what resources are needed to stand up to the task?
In the past applications, the traditional planning of radial and orbital systems has been proven to not work because of it is congestive. There is inequality where the core is the queen and all other cities in the periphery just work to support the queen.
To break the centrality, we must consider taking a reticular matrix approach where every location has the same accessibility. The chess grid could represent the cities, giving a chance for each city to reinvent itself and have a unique role in the metro. The primary goal of this approach is for Metro Cebu to be polycentric instead of monocentric. Each city and municipality will be collaborating and contributing to the general strategy of the metro for it to work.
With Cebu City as the king, an essential piece with limited movement but determines all the strategies. Its culture must be highly preserved and protected with its designation as a creative city of design. While Cebu City is currently an independent and autonomous government, this Metro Chess approach aims to unify the 13 cities and municipalities in an interlocal cooperation to jointly plan and implement development projects and initiatives.
One of which is the third Mactan Bridge, the Cebu-Cordova Link Expressway. It is funded by the private sector and is scheduled to open by the first quarter of 2022, made possible by the partnership and an ordinance passed by the LGUs of Cebu City and Cordova. Cebu City took the global spotlight once again, as it was named one of the new creative cities by the UNESCO. This promotes cooperation with and among cities that have identified creativity as a strategic factor for sustainable urban development.
Pineapple Lab, a performance and exhibition space in Makati and home to the producers of Fringe Manila, has developed a program catering to the LGBT community. And Balayarat Creative City, that is cultural visitor economy and market, is continually growing. Now that Cebu City is also titled the Creative City of Design, it is now pushing to foster communities to be inclusive, invest and help startup artists, and train passionate, trusted, and influential leaders.
Is there a historical link of Cebu that has instigated it being a creative hub?
Cebu is always not only strategically located in the Philippines as the center of the Philippines, but if we will go back to history, even before the pre-colonial period, Cebu was already a trading center. So it's a long conversation, but then, of course, when we talk of art, it has something to do with architecture, applied, architecture, interior, painting, even music, and so on and so forth. Even during the Spanish period, there was already the creative art, but in the form of zarzuela, theater, what the other one, moro-moro. So it's more on stage acts, or it's more connected to fiestas and even church activities. During the American period and in the early 1900s, those were the times when Cebu, not only Cebu, but even in Metro Manila, arts was emphasized through theater. Maybe we can tap with not only with the known artists in Cebu, but we can tap the artisans. So in fact, in our cultural heritage mapping, because that is really the first step that we are doing when it comes to heritage conservation and development planning, we have to the artisans, the local artists in a certain locality, so that we can make use, or we can really exhaust, and we can really help them. Maybe we can tap these people. They're just there silently doing their craft.
I'm so hopeful, no, that our economy is going to be towards creative, because I think that's our only chance. We do not have agriculture. We cannot have industry in any big way. But I think it's really in creatives that we can really make a worldwide statement.
What we lack here in Cebu is really collaborating all the efforts, integrating it into one initiative. How can we group this initiative that is being done here in Cebu? And we're glad that we see progress already headed by a Cebu Chamber. And how can we assist or somehow support the initiative that the Cebu Chamber had made? I will go back to what Architect Espina and even Ma'am Leila mentioned about the common goal. And I think that's where this FGD, the MetroHackathon, can provide. Maybe through this FGD's discussion, we can come up with what's really the common goal, para dito the rest of the initiative can align themselves, and possible the chamber can assist on the planning. But I think what we don't have right now is really the vision. What do we want? What do we want to see?
Metro Cebu has the second largest urban economy in the Philippines, with key businesses in banks, schools, and especially in IT parks, manufacturing, and tourism, which are the three major economic drivers. Metro Cebu prioritizes its investments in the areas of IT and BPOs, eco-tech products, and MICE are meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions, among others.
The creative industry of Cebu accounts for 7% of their GDP, equating to $550 million in 2019, 1,300 firms, and 50,000 jobs. Government agencies proposed laws on the development and safeguard of freelancers. They are even formulating policies and programs for the skills development of the creative workforce.
This was proven by private entities just like PR1 Entertainment. They give pro players an environment that is very suitable for training and competition, resulting in winning cash prizes, earnings, sponsors, and investors. Another example of this is the metaverse, a shared virtual world environment that people can access via the internet. A virtual world where you can transact using cryptocurrency, do concerts, buy fashionable clothing, and a virtual world that doesn't discriminate. The creative industry is Cebu's gold mine. Since most significant markets have gone online, more opportunities arise for digital content. Cebu requires the coordination of all its sectors to have a place in the global market, from private sectors, government, and non-government organizations, and from the creative communities. In the fast-moving digital age we live in, we must take this opportunity to innovate through the culture and arts to make our community a better place. Together, let us take this initiative for the Metro Cebu Vision 2050.